Hi guys, how are you all today afternoon? Good afternoon. Today is 16th February 2022. My name is trsv Raghavan and I am a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. Today, I wish to share with you the synopsis of one of my very famous or very interesting stories that I wrote around 2017 or so. The name of this story is Sambalpet SAMBALPET. Sambal, it may also be pronounced as SAMBHALBET. PET. SAMBHALPET. Sambalpet. The Amazon Kindle of this particular story is B06XYNTWXJ. I will repeat, it is B06XYNTWXJ. Sambalpet is an out and out underworld story with a continuous gang war between various factions of the underworld and the cops. They are all fighting with each other, and the headquarters for this underworld of the Indian subcontinent is Mumbai, a commercial port town on the west side of India in a state called Maharashtra. Mumbai to India is Bogota to Colombia, Palermo to Italy, and New York to United States of America. There are a multitude of criminal gangs vying with each other for the profits and the big apple or the pie, and fighting over small cringes of the bread or the crumbs of the bread. They are always fighting with each other and letting blood out, killing each other and having trouble with the police. The public is fed up with the violence, connivance, cunning, viciousness, savagery, and bloodthirstiness of these gangs. Sambalpet is one such story, but it does not start in Bombay. Sambalpet is supposed to be an imaginary township in a place called Nagpur, which is a small town in the same state of Maharashtra in India. However, the criminal gangs in Mumbai come from various other places and they are either directly or indirectly connected to the Mumbai underworld. We will start this story very quietly and peacefully though. It is like this. There is a gentleman who had come here some 100 years ago from some different state and settled down in Nagpur. This person had a grandson called Srinivas, and Srinivasa had a son called Karuna Sagar. Nobody knows where Srinivas and his family hailed from. Karuna Sagar became a police officer in the Maharashtra Police Department and was posted to various places and ultimately to the strife-ridden, bloodthirsty metropolis of Mumbai, where he came face to face with several bloody and criminal gangs and gangsters. Meanwhile, a boy called Parvez from a place called Kissa Khawani Bazar in Kandahar, Afghanistan, meets a top don in Karachi, Pakistan, and starts working with him as a drug smuggler. At the same time, a fellow called Theodore, Anton Theodore, comes from Tamil Nadu to the same Mumbai and becomes a gangster. Here he is met by another gangster called Divakar Ragat. Anton Theodore has an arch rival in his own Naigaon headquarters called Edwin. Edwin is also called Kalia Edwin because of his extremely dark complexion. Anton Theodore kills Edwin and then, with the help of Divakar Raggad, he starts a company called the Golden Gang, which takes contract killings from the underworld. One of their associates is a boy called Shetty. Divakar Raggad also came into the underworld by chance. Initially, he was with a he was born to a laborer who was working in a factory. The factory was closed down, and in that process, Divakar Raggad had to kill the owner's son-in-law. This son-in-law was very friendly with another businessman called Mayur in Kenya, who refused to come to Bombay after this murder. Divakar Raggad climbs up the rungs of the ladder of the underworld, and he, along with Anton Theodore, starts a gang which takes hits for the underworld. Later one day, at that time when Karuna Sagar was blissfully unaware of what was going on, one day while Karuna Sagar is accompanying one of the top criminals called Sadhya Kohli back to his prison after a court hearing in Bombay, Sadhya Kohli is shot by a guy, and in that process Karna Sagar also gets hit. At that time, Karna Sagar sees that the guy who hit Kohli was his own arch rival from Nagpur, and the name of this arch rival was Sagar. After this, what happens to all the criminals and their gangs, and what happens to other characters connected directly or indirectly with the police and the cops, is the very hard, violent, but riveting story of Sambalpet. Readers who read this story will come to know about how the Indian subcontinent underworld works and how gang wars happen and gangs operate. I would request the readers to read this story completely or tell me about their views. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep reminding you of my other videos. Till we meet in my next video, it is good afternoon from TSV Raghavan.